Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if it's just me. It might just be me. But sometimes there are champions that people say, "Oh, they're so good," and then I use them and say, "I don't get it. Like I don't get why that champion is so good. They don't seem good when I use them." A prime example of this, really two of them for the longest time, was Symbiote Supreme and Stealth Spidey. I'd use them primarily in the arena and be like, what am I missing? And the truth is, I was missing a combination of how to end the combo with Stealth Spidey, and also, obviously, pre-fight abilities are not welcomed in the arena. But Symbiote Supreme, I would never build to a special 3 because the fight would be over, and that was also a big mistake for my knowledge. There's a champion that I have as a 7-star that I think is super okay, but not somebody that I would immediately think about ranking up, even though he's had fans for years, and that's Sunspot. And my subscribers know this. And sometimes when it comes to arguing a point, it's better to argue with video evidence. And that brings us to the Boss 81's couple of videos. Now you'll notice he's left the 5th spot blank, which is quite fascinating. He's using both Magnetos and Warlock in this case, and as always in fight commentaries, I like to hide my webcam to show the power of both champions. Shout out to the Boss 81 for sending along why he is convinced that I and many others should eventually rank to our 7-star Sunspot. And you can see holding that heavy as long as he can. And just build into that special 2. Hold the heavy and then special 2. I mean, yeah, that's a big yellow number. Hold the heavy. 15 incinerates. Which you're fighting somebody like Red Hulk wouldn't be ideal, but most people are not incinerate immune. 32, 32, and 50. Okay, so not as good RNG there with the last hit. But man, that parry heavy really does set him up nicely for a good finish on this. Parry heavy. And I am a parry heavy player when parry is working, which, let's be honest, is not all the time. So he's looking to just finish with a special 2 now. And there you go. So, I mean, look, with that number of hits, I've done plenty of Winter Soldier tests with 6 stars and even a couple 5 stars that could get him down in between 40 and 50 hits. So that's not crazy, but at the same time, like I said, so few champions and summoners are Incinerate immune that he does have this sort of like Swiss Army knife level value for his utility. I think of Black Widow Deadly Origin the same way because so few champions have shock immunity. Alright, we haven't seen a parry heavy yet. And it makes it easy for me to miss a parry sometimes like that. There's a parry, no heavy though. Is he just going to fire the special 2 as is? Yep. A couple of 26s and an 83. Now the cool thing I think about this video is that he's really doing a basic rotation that you would do with any champion, just doing like 5-hit combos and building up the power. But outside of that, I don't see anything really special. Now, there's the charge for the heavy into the special 2, which, again, is doing a lot of just passive casual damage. He wants the hype to be back on Sunspot. He wants him to be back to kind of a higher ranking on even my tier list. Sunspot, by the way, dropped out of the top 10 the last time we did a poll to number 13. The big 1-3, which is pretty far down there. So, the boss, I appreciate you sending this along. I definitely think that he's super fun and easy to use as I've continued to watch these videos. But at the same time, I also think I'm not going to take him up before OG Hulk or other 7 stars. So, what do you think, YouTube? Are you excited if you get a 7-star Sunspot? I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing, especially with the small-ish champion pool that we have right now in the 7-star basic. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.